it's Vicki with Bloomin' Brand Bees. We checked out the bluebonnet hive a while ago, the one that hasn't been doing so spectacular, but it's still surviving, it's still going, so that's really good. And the point of the video today is that I'm just giving them sugar water to get through the dearth. But this is the hive that's been pretty well doing pretty well the entire time since we first got them. So I'm just going to do an inspection and make sure that's still the same. I am seeing a lot of those black jumping spiders in the hive, so any of you are beekeepers, I don't know what to do about that. I haven't seen any information on spiders in a hive. So this one was doing so well before we hit our dearth, and we still had that honey flow going on, and I hadn't had to worry too much about it, but I know right now they don't have a lot coming in, so I have been giving them some sugar water. And we had one deep box already, and it was pretty full. They had gone through all of the frames, so we put on another deep box. They haven't touched it. We put it on just before the dearth. They haven't done anything with it, but they do use it to spread out and keep the hive from getting too hot, so I'm okay with that. And we took some of the frames out just so I could put a feeder inside, which they cleaned up pretty quick. And they're still trying to get the little traces of the sugar water off. So shake y'all off of there for a second, and we'll fill that up in a minute. Just double checking these frames up top. There's really nothing at all on those frames. I hope that when we hit our fall honey flow that we get a little bit going on in here. Really would like to get some honey, just one frame. It's our first year, so if we don't get any, it's okay, but it'd be nice to get a frame of honey just to say we made it. The bees made it. So my first frame here, there's quite a few bees on it. They've drawn out comb all on this side, which is really great. This was the one where I was like, okay, they're drawing comb on the outside, fantastic. But this side, which to the inside, they haven't done anything with. Set you guys over here for a moment. All right, next frame over is also a new frame, and they've drawn out some comb on this side. The other side, they've drawn out most of the comb on it, and across the top here is all capped honey, so that's a good sign. Happy to see that. Everybody's busy moving and shaking. Second frame, looks like it's drawn out really well. Oh yeah, this one's heavy. So let's see. We've got wax drawn out 90%. We've got some honey capped 40% probably. The other side is heavy. I see a little bit of pollen. There's some honey. All the things we want to see. They're working it. They're doing it all. Just as they should be. See a lot of beekeepers that don't wear a veil or gloves. It's hot and it's hard to wear them this time of year when it's so hot, and even the bees aren't doing a lot, but I'm a sissy and I don't want to get stung. So I wear my suit. All right. Ooh, so many bees in the bottom. Wow. Okay, good. Look, we've got some capped brood. This is what I want to see on all of them, those orange spots. Capped brood. There's honey not capped in the corners. All good. These are all running around busy. Honey in the corners here, just a tiny bit of capped brood and a couple of larvae. I never ever can find the queen in this hive. I know she's here. There's always evidence of her being here. I just can't ever find her. And we marked her when we first got her. She's got a green dot on her, same as the other one. But not been able to find her since we marked her. Alright, we got comb drawn out. 90% on here, filled with honey, but not capped yet. On this side, same thing. It's about 90% comb drawn out, 50% honey, not capped. Beautiful amber color. So we have a lot of different frames in this, and we checkerboarded them so we could get the bees to spread out. And this is one of those, and they have not done anything on it. We're just right of the center. I don't know why they haven't done anything on this frame. There's a good cluster of bees on it, but they're not doing anything on this white frame. So I might need to shake the bees off and melt down some wax. We have a little bit of wax. We might have to do something and see if we can get a building on that one, because this next frame over, our heavy frame, always has just been flowing with honey since early on, and it is one of the nuke frames, one that came with it. Of course, it had nothing in it when we got it. My goodness, that thing is so heavy. Filled with honey. About 30% is capped, the rest is not. This other side, wow. Filled with honey and about the same, 30% capped. Maybe a little bit more than that. I don't see the queen. Next frame over, they're just starting to draw out some wax. They hadn't been doing that, so that's good. I'm seeing a little bit being drawn out on that frame. Last frame. They're all getting agitated with me now. They want me out of their box. Lots of honey on that frame. Lots of bees. This box is just so full of bees. I just know when they hit another flow, they're going to make plenty of extra honey. And since this last frame is their stores, we'll see how they're doing before they go into the winter. But we might get a little bit of honey from this frame, from this box, for our first year, just as long as they have plenty. I want to make sure that the bees have what they need to get through the winter. If you're a beekeeper and you have advice for me, I'd love it. I'm still new at this. Just been doing beekeeping for 6 months. My husband found out not long after having bees that he is not just highly allergic, but severely allergic to honeybees and to any other stinging things, and that's kind of new. So he's going to start getting shots so that he can come back and help me with bees. But he didn't want to give up on the bees. And we've already seen what a difference they make just having our garden. And since we both really enjoy gardening and we see the difference that the bees are making, we just want to keep up with it. So I'm going to close this hive up, give them their sugar water, let them get back to what they were doing. Y'all have a great day. Oh yeah, this way. All right, bees, y'all gonna have to move your buds. go, girls. Sugar water for you. That'll keep you busy today, huh? Alrighty.